And Dilomprizulike, the junk man of Africa, joins us now in the studio. Welcome to DW News.
Thank you very much.
Let's start with looking straight at your work. Tell us more about your work. Why do you turn waste into art?
Yeah, actually, I went to the conventional schools, and I did the conventional things. But along the line, I studied anthropology and philosophy also.
Okay.
And from anthropology, you discover that you can trace some aspects of a society through their junk. And that led me to that concept of looking for the truth, because my work concentrates on the city as a pot of soup, because the city, especially in Africa, is just coming up, and it's a space for everything to happen, good and bad, whatever it is. They are still learning to find their rootings. And in that case, the only place, apart from where you can find the truth, is in the junks of a people all over the world.
So it's it's a quest for truth through trash. I mean, you're not, of course, the only African artist that's using trash in art. And a lot has been made about the symbolism of African artists using waste. There's the sociological dimension that you mentioned yourself. There's also the economic and environmental aspects of this. What are the main messages that come through in your work?
Yeah, it's not on junk as material for art is not new. Picasso used it a lot. It's in the history of art. I wrote
appropriation art, if you will, yeah.
Yeah, and it's not about aesthetics. For me, it's not about aesthetics. It's about commentaries on different aspects of societies. Every community produces junk. And there will be politics, there will be rhetorics, there will be games, but their junks never say otherwise. So if you want the truth of the situation or the position or the thinking pattern, the philosophy, the worldview of a society, you go to their junks. And that's where I go to select these, bring them, put them in forms of aesthetics as a mirror for the same society.
Okay, now you're living in Germany, I understand, at this point, and Germany is a place that generates a lot of waste. We have a big consumer culture, of course. Any thoughts on what German junk says about Germans?
Yes. They are almost too new. They're almost too new. It shows that the economic status is very, very high. It shows that people don't use things they consume. You see it also that because things are rarely used, the people rarely have experience to, apart from the support in their government and all that, they cannot survive on themselves.
So it's a bit of a disposable culture, if you will, in terms of people using stuff and then just throwing it away.
No, I think it's better to put it in context. Every place is a jungle, and one cannot actually compare the worlds. Africa is a different world from Europe. Germany is a different world from Nigeria, so it's better to just leave them in context.
And we can learn a lot from each other, I'm sure. Yes. Dilomprizulike, the junk man of Africa, thank you so much for being with us on DW News.
Thank you very much.